Hi, I'm Ashot. I call this episode 11 Steps to Knowledge. Maria, the smart accountant of one of my partners, meeting me on the stairs immediately made me regret that I decided to run down on food that morning. As soon as she saw me, she immediately started complaining. Well, there is such a member in every team. They're always complaining. Everything is bad for them. They see everything in dark tones. And they need a listener. That morning I wasn't in a particular hurry, so I gave myself 90 seconds to please the lady with my attention. First, she told how awful the weather today was and how we all would probably have died in the rain the next 2 weeks. Then, the new young colleague came under fire. He annoyed her with everything. His appearance, his manners, and unbearable character. And for dessert, her tyrannical boss was left. That individual allowed himself to send Maria to a training which she, as she said, had seemingly attended about 5, 6, 7 years ago probably. But the boss was of a different opinion as for the level of her knowledge in this subject, and 100% just to hurt her was sending her to the same course again. At some point, I even experienced something like a slight empathy. Indeed, what's the point of sending an employee to a training that they've already attended, right? Let's give it a shot. Haven't you found yourself in a situation when encountering a certain topic, say at work, you suddenly remember that you once attended a training on it? You even start recalling details of the classroom maybe, or the trainer's voice, or even some pieces of material, but just pieces. Any confidence or sense of a whole picture of knowledge somehow doesn't arise. Where did knowledge go? Why this phrase, in one ear and out the other? I think I understood why. I have created my own model on the path to the knowledge, called it 11 Steps to Knowledge, and I am happy to share it here with you. So, the first phase, in which a huge number of people are, is 1. I don't know what I don't know. Nothing is threatening you with some pain or taking some pleasure from you. So there is no motivation and therefore no movement. It's even an unconscious condition. 2. I know what I don't know. One day something happens and you realize you could benefit by avoiding a specific pain or by getting some specific pleasure. It's now a conscious condition. 3. I want to know what I don't know. One day you realize you want to benefit by avoiding a specific pain or by getting a specific pleasure. It's now a conscious condition. And this person will inevitably reach the phase 4, which is, I find a source of knowledge. So now you make a research to find the good source of knowledge you want to get. You buy a book or order a book, you book a training course like this one, etc. 5. I listen to what I found. Now you're listening to what you have found, but it's not said you're hearing it. Therefore, 6. I hear what I listened to. Now you're hearing what you have listened to, but it's not said you're understanding it. Therefore, 7. I understand what I hear. Now you're understanding what you've heard, but it's not said you know it. Number 8, I repeat what I've understood. So now you're repeating what you've understood by maybe teaching it someone else and you almost know it. 9, I know what I've repeated. Now you know. You have the knowledge. Knowledge is power, right? Hell no. If it was, all the teachers and professors were millionaires, but they're not. Why? Because knowledge is not a power. You're not paid for what you know. You're paid for what you do with what you know. So I could accompany you on the whole way on transforming your knowledge to your skill. Therefore, 2 more steps. 10. I use what I know, gaining experience. Now you're taking the action, practically using what you theoretically know, making your personal practical experience and therefore growing your skill. And 11, the highest one, I benefit. Only now, being wise and skillful, you now benefit from achieving your goals, avoiding the pain or getting the pleasure, just as you planned at the beginning on the way in step 3. I'm sure that absolutely all 11 phases of this model must be there. In the absence or poor quality of even one of them, your knowledge will crumble like a house of cards, and you'll be just like Maria.